Hi, Wagwan. Greetings, you all. How are you doing this day or this night? Depends with where you're watching me from. How are you? I'm okay. We thank God for everything. Thank you so much once again for finding time to come and watch my videos. Wagwan. I'm okay. Habari gani? So, to my new subscribers, my new viewers, feel welcome. My returning viewers, God be with you always. So, we are back here again. And today we are going to visit Coera Senior, the biological father of Murasenso. And then again, we are going to check on Gintu. Gintu came out crying. His dogs were deleted. Reason known to the people who did that. It was very emotional. Something which the video was out yesterday. I didn't make a video about it, but I'm making a video about it now. Because when I learned that, it was emotional. Because, you know, when you are used to your pets and maybe all of a sudden they just disappear like that. And according to Gintu, they were just male dogs. Females were left and the male. You know how Gintu has been flaunting the dogs and the way they have been listening to him. All of a sudden, some of his dogs are missing. It is very sad, and we're going to check on that. And Coera Sina also have come out again to accuse the mother of his first son of maybe putting his son in a bad situation, maybe in the condition or where how Murasenso was brought up, or the sufferings which Murasenso got through when he was being raised or when he was growing. So Coera Senior is like, he wants the son to understand him, because the son has never been close to him, but now he's trying to come close to the son, trying to tell people who are maybe letting or making the son not to be close to him to cease from doing this, because at the end of the day, he's the father, and blaming the mother, Murasenso. All this blame he's putting on Murasenso's mother. And Coera Senior is talking about this curse. The father cursed one of the sisters-in-law who made or who pushed con mom to leave Coera. So the cursing made this lady to be mad. Here is where now when we are going to talk about here. You see, Murasenso always curses people. So I thought maybe this is just the curses which he is just doing here on the street. It is something genetic. He inherited the curse from the grandfather, which we are going to hear. If someone can curse someone to the extent of them or her or she getting mad, that is serious. And when the brothers of Coera wanted to follow con mom after living with the children, the father also threatened, if you try to go do something bad to con dad, I will curse you because my grandson is there. So it is something which is like this curse is from where he's coming from. So you see Murasenso cursing people. Sometimes he doesn't know what he's doing. You know, these things, they come out when they just follow you. If they can just follow you, but you don't know what you are doing, he just find himself cursing people. So we are going to hear that and how Coera is pleading with the son. The son should hear the father because the father is pleading. There's no much which he wants from the son, but he just wants the son to know where he's coming from, to listen, to understand, because some of these things maybe it's like he's saying the mother maybe poisoned the son against him, because according to what he's trying to say, there was nothing much he could do because the father has told him, do not. The people who, if you can maybe follow that man by force, then I will curse you. So these curses we are seeing on the street, this karma will come upon you. This did just come from him. He inherited from the grandfather. So I want us to listen to Mr. Coera. We hear what he's trying to say or trying to talk about, because the things which are happening in Nyabohanse are not pleasing Coera, because now there's two groups there which we've seen, and this one Coera is blaming con dad and con mom, because Murasenso does not come from Kisi. Murasenso is from Nyabohanse or maybe Kuria. So, but the people whom are fighting him sees him like now he's from Kisi. So this one makes Coera Sina to come in between as a loving father, to let these people know that no, this one is one of you. All these things maybe which you are doing, you are doing because maybe he's doing because of how he was brought up. And sometimes also Coera should not forget the son is not a little boy or is not a young boy. Whatever he's doing now has nothing to do with how he was raised, because this is someone he has traveled, he has seen things. Now all these countries he's been visiting. So this is not a child. Whatever he's doing now as we speak, he does it when his mind is clear, someone who knows what he's doing, someone who is above 40, he knows what he's doing. Okay, he went through a lot. And he's not the only person who have gone through a lot in this world. It's only that with them they come out and tell the things which they have passed through. Out here, 99%, let me just be honest, 99% of the people who are living in this world have passed through all that a lot. But what do? They have to live, because you cannot just carry the burden of carrying the past with you every now and then. Wherever you go, you have to tell people, me, I lived a miserable life. Me, oh, no. Pick up yourself and then move. Move forward, because you cannot maybe just live in the life of yesterday. We have to look at the future. So we are going to check on what Coera is trying to talk about, because he needs this son so much, so much. Even if I were him, I would, because this is your child. Let's hear what Coera is trying, or what is it pleading for. Let's hear.
Anything possible, which is impossible. I do not see anything which cannot be solved through an amicable method, so that people can go ahead. In fact, war is bad. War is bad. War destroys. War has damages. War destroys property and life.
Very true. War destroys properties and life, because I've witnessed this. There was a time there was chaos, or maybe clashes in Mombasa, in the coastal town of Kenya, Mombasa. There was clashes, and many properties were destroyed. People were displaced. You couldn't even imagine you were in your own country. So when you hear wars, or maybe people who want to maybe engage in war, restrain from that, you might think it is good. Okay, you might hear, when you hear war from far, you might think it is something which maybe you can play with. It is something, when it reaches, maybe when it occurs where you are, you will not like it, and you will regret, because when it comes near you, everything will be destroyed. So what Coera is saying is very true. Before people reach it to war, if there are ways of making peace better, because I don't see the reason why people should maybe have war, or make war, or decide to be at war just because of YouTube. Why would people go that way? Because this is content, without even maybe engaging in this type of war. So whoever is feeling or thinking of making war, think twice, because you might want it. It's not something which, when it starts, it's just something which is going to maybe end the following day, because it can extend and destroy a lot.
It is very unfortunate that some people can engage on provoking activities which can bring war. That is actually very bad. And me, I am a typical Korean. I know what I mean. I am over 60 years. I know my tribe. They are very bad people once they engage in fighting. They are very bad people. So I don't expect once more that there should be a bloodshed. No. Mr. Daddy, please, don't do that.
So Mr. Coera is blaming all this. You see, he's talking about the war, which now he's talking about, because he's pleading for peace. And peace is, there's nothing good like peace. Any home without peace, you can never live in harmony. You must have peace. Peace is everything. Peace and love, those are the most important thing. If you don't have peace, you can have a lot in this world, but if you don't have peace, you cannot even eat, you cannot even sleep, because you don't have peace. Peace is everything. So when peace is not where you are living, or maybe there are some people who want to maybe destroy the peace which people are enjoying, these are the things which Coera is trying to talk about, and he's calling this name Condad, if he's the one who's bringing this to stop, because he knows his tribe. So Coera knows what he's talking about. I've heard the rumors of them. They are not good people to play with when it comes to war. So let's continue.
Do anything but avoid war. Any bloodshed, just avoid that.
fights because it is bad, very bad. It is very bad because the things which are happening in Nyambohase are not good because they're just fighting for your YouTube thing. Why? Let people be. Okay, God has blessed you. God has blessed you, people. Thank God and move on because I don't see the reason why people should just fight because of content creation. Or maybe we started it long time now, others should not. You see all this nonsense. So people should stop this because maybe they have never witnessed war. Hearing from far or watching people who are running from war on their television, but when it catch up with you, that is now when you will know what war is all about. You'll never even finance or you'll never even try to maybe listen to someone who is trying to bring chaos. So
I saw my son saying that he has never found any love from his parents, saying that he is as a kid who was rejected. It has really hurt me, and I feel like actually today addressing this issue and first and foremost telling my son that I really understand him.
So Mr. Coera, you see Mr. Coera's face. He's like now, Mr. Coera is shedding tears. He's weeping because this thing has really affected Mr. Coera. Mr. Coera has come out, not the first time. He's been coming out here pleading with Mura Senso, trying to let Mura Senso know that all these things which are happening in his life, he's not the one who has caused all these things. Because he wants Mura Senso to understand. Because Mura Senso feeling bad like this makes Coera's heart. His heart is heavy. This is his firstborn son. And he had nothing to do with him leaving home, which we are going to hear. But now he's come out here most of the time. So many people might think Coera is petty or Coera is what? Coera is a father. A father, son to at least to know him, to recognize him. I don't think there's much which Coera wants from Mura Senso because at this age, the only thing which he wants, he just wants the son to acknowledge him as the father or to come and talk to him, sit down as a father because he misses his son. He also misses to be, okay, there are things which he did wrong, but now he cannot be coming every now and then and apologize. Even the person whom is me sending the message also should know that this is my father and he need to see me. What should I do? So this is what Coera is trying to say. Mura Senso talk about him not growing in a loving maybe family, and he's talked about that. So this makes Coera to feel very bad. And also, I can also urge Mr. Coera, these are things which have passed. And Mura Senso is not a child now. Okay, there are so many children who never had even the parents. There are some who are street boys, street girls. And once God has blessed them, they move on. They don't get stuck in the mud. Because when you keep on talking about the past, your future cannot be bright because you'll just be remembering. And then it's like now you are trying to put salt in the injury. So you keep on injuring yourself, just because you were wounded before. So no, it should not be like that. Mura Senso should also be a grown up, but because he's behaving like a small child all the times, he has to tell people how he grew up. These people you are telling also if they can come out here and open up to the things which they have gone through. You cannot believe it. But now this is the father. The father has to feel it differently, not like the way I'm feeling him. This is the father, so he has to feel it differently. He was not there when he was growing. Reason which he's going to tell us, which are lame to me, they're still lame because still he would have done better as a father. He would have done better. There are things you can do better. But maybe he feared the curse, which we are also going to hear him talking about, because the issue of Coera and the family and the son it's been out here all the time. So we've been reacting upon it. Maybe to my new members might not know. This is something which we've been talking about almost every now and then because each time he always comes with new news. So let's continue.
really understand what he said. That point was actually very correct. So unfortunate, my son, that there are challenges in this world whereby you can engage a lady, the one you have perceived to love, and then she turns against you. I'm reiterating that my dear Esther turned against me when you had been born.
So this one, Coera is trying to tell Mura Senso, the mistake was not mine. I loved your mom, but she turned against me. Now she's trying to pass the message out there. You can love someone, but then they turned against you. You can love a lady and she turns against you. You can love a man and then they turn against you. So this is what happened to Coera Sina. The mistake was not his, but the lady whom he loved dearly turned against him. So it still pains Coera. We have been here on the seats and we've been seeing this Coera Sina. Despite Coera having 2 wives after Esther, and this one still pains him up to date. This is someone who has never moved on. Okay, he has moved on because he married 2 more wives. Does not mean he moved on emotionally. Because inside him, you see someone who is still wounded. He's still remembering what Esther did to him because he loved her dearly. And despite that, Esther went with his 2 children. Okay, people might say, oh, Winnie is not his biological daughter, but yes, he adopted her because once you adopt a child, then he or she becomes yours. So let's continue.
Me, I had gone out for some activities. When I came back in the evening, I didn't find your mom with you and your sister. She had collected everything in the house and she had gone. So it was at night. I could not know where she went. But later on,
I think, okay, narrating all these things are not bad. But I don't think they are helping here because Mura Senso is not a child. These things I would advise because I can advise, you can advise. We can also put our opinion. My opinion on this is, okay, Mr. Coera has talked about this issue of Mura Senso's mom all the time. But it is not getting better because the more he talks about this issue, the more Mura Senso goes, eh? Because goes far. Because it makes him go far because it's like now he's revealing too much. When someone reveals a lot, I don't. Also, me, I don't like someone who reveals a lot. I like people who keep their secrets as a family. You do your things as a family, but now when you bring everything out, sometimes it cannot go well with other people. Number one, the father has to know that Mura Senso is a celeb. And these are the things which people pick, like me now, I'm sitting here, I react upon. And this might not go well with Mura Senso. So maybe Mr. Coera would have waited for Mura Senso to respond. So all these things is telling people here on the seat to sit with Mura Senso down and explain to him what took place, or write an email to Mura Senso. But now telling the whole world what happened. Sometimes these are the things which are making Mura Senso. You see him disturbed. He's being disturbed because there are so many things which are going on in his life. He might say the reactors on the other side, but that is not the case. You see the father also always coming out and revealing all the things which happened. Not that might not go well with most of us here because there are some who might think it is okay, you can just talk, but there are some who don't like me. I don't like things to be everything to be out there. So that is why I'm saying if Coera is maybe thinking of Mura Senso, he would have left this. Maybe one day, if Mura thinks of coming back to him or father son having good time, they can still talk and all this. These are the things maybe he can tell Mura Senso when they are seated. But if he already said everything, when they sit one day, and what will he tell Mura Senso? Because already everything is being told out here.
I discovered that I had my senior brother's wife, whom we were sharing the same home. And this lady comes from Kebaroti. She is a neighbor to my ex-wife, Esther. Marwa, if you can go back and trace the family of Gisu, there is Gisu family. So there is a lot of Gisu family who is actually married to my family. She is the one who poisoned my wife with wrong ideas that I was lame. She needed to be married by a strong man, not money. There was that, you see, that notion of being unable, and also they had also exposed. I had said.
Now, Mr. Coera is blaming the sister-in-law of maybe putting a lot of maybe things in Esther's mind. Now the lady is the one who told Esther that Mr. Coera is lame. You see, maybe he's not capable of doing many things. I don't think that is true. It might or it might not. Because it's like now, by the time Esther was marrying you, you were not standing, you were not walking, she didn't see you. This is someone you stayed with until you you had a son with. So how come someone is come from outside can come and tell her this man is lame, as if she was not seeing you then? Sometimes you can put blame on others, and you are leaving the person who has a problem. This is just a decision which Esther made on her own. Maybe she confided with that lady what she wanted to do. And maybe that lady was her friend, so the friend could not tell you what Esther was trying to plan. Maybe because where people are staying, or where people are married, or where people are staying, as I said earlier, you must have a friend maybe whom you can confide with. So if maybe they were close, people thought maybe she's the one who made Esther go. I mean, as I've always come here and said, there's no one who can remove you from where you feel you are being treated well, or maybe you are feeling good at that home, and someone just come and convince you, I want you to leave this place, Pamela, I want you to leave this place. And me as a person, where I'm saying I'm feeling good, I don't think this lame, maybe Coera being lame, made Esther to go. There were more to it. Maybe they have not sat down, or maybe they have not sit down and maybe realized or talked about what happened. But maybe the lady did that, but even that, Esther was not a child. By then, she was a teacher. She was having 2 children. So she was not maybe a child, maybe a teenage girl. No, no, no. So whatever she was doing, she was in her right mind to make such kind of decision, not because of this lady. No, maybe the lady maybe just advised, okay, if you feel like that, you can do whatever you want. So, but the decision lied on Esther. And she's the one who maybe told this lady all the things which you were going through. Otherwise, there was no way out. This lady can just push Esther to go, to go, to go. If she was pushed, she would have told you, so and so pushed me. I never wanted to leave, but she insisted I go.
She was somehow exposed in the uncultural activities, So your mom never got patient. She ran away with you. After the discovery that it is my sister-in-law, my father, when there was that tension, when there was, my brothers had armed themselves to follow and kill the current partner, that is when my father intervened, and I said no. In our culture, once you have married and somebody runs away with your wife and the children, it is an abomination to kill that man, because the sin, the blood will follow the children who had been left. Because when my people could follow, even your mom could not be spared. It was a very bad sin.
So that shows how these people, the family, Cohera's family, how they felt. Because they felt betrayed, because as you heard him say, he loved Esther. He loved Conmam. And after Conmam left, the brothers felt very bad and they wanted to follow Con mom and the children. But the father of Coera warned them, because you've heard how he is trying to say this is their tradition, because it is them who knows how their tradition is. So they wanted to go there, not to bring Esther back, but to go and eliminate, or maybe to delete Condad. So all this time you've been seeing Condad walking with machete. Condad life, because also all these things Condad knew, if I'm found with this community, because they are neighbors, he knows what they are capable of doing. And he also knew what he did, because after running with Esther, he put his life in danger. So that is the reason why, that is according to me. You see him walking with machete, he's protecting, maybe he's trying to check who is coming, who is coming. So that machete is used to being in his hand, walking with it, because people trying to follow him. But let's hear what happened, because they were planning to go and delete him. So what happened? Because this was something which they had planned, and you hear Coera up to now. Coera Senior is still feeling bad. This is a wounded man, like the son. All these people are wounded, and you heard him talking about, if you love someone, and then you feel like now they have betrayed you. It is not only Coera. If you love someone dearly and they betray you, you feel very bad. Mm? It is a very, very bad feeling. It is not something good. So he has not moved on. I thought maybe after marrying 2 wives, this man would move on, but still, no, no, no. The love was too much.
So instead, what my father did, he cast that sister-in-law of mine. He cast him. As I am speaking, come to the ground. That lady is mad. She is on the roads. She's because of my father. My father died and left that well without cleansing her. As I am talking, she is mad.
So, guys, you've heard Coera. Coera is the biological father of Mura Senso. He's saying the father cast that lady, the wife to the brother who made Esther, or who advised Esther to leave. The father of Coera cast that lady, became mad. She's still mad, just walking on the street. Is that karma, or what is that? Cast that lady. We've been hearing cursing on the street. Spare us, Mura Senso, please. Eh? This is now where this man got this cursing every now and then, because he knows, maybe he knows the history. Uh, it is a cursing which is genetic. When he curses you, but as in the name of Jesus of Nazareth, his curses will not befall us. Back to sender. Back to sender. All the curses which Mura Senso has cast us, back to sender. Here now the father is saying his grandfather cursed the daughter-in-law until the daughter-in-law is mad up to today. The father died, but the daughter-in-law still mad up to today. That is serious, very serious. So we should retreat carefully.
So when my brothers were very furious to come, he threatened also to curse them. He said, that is a son, and a son of ours will never get lost. Give him peace wherever he is. Time will come when he will look and reason, and he will be told, even if he doesn't know, he will be told his origin.
So that is what Coera Sina is saying. So that is the reason why Mura Senso was left to be at Condad's place. Because if the brothers would have gone to bring him back, it would not have just maybe been something they are going to bring, or maybe just going there to bring Mura Senso. They would have caused something, or maybe deleted Condad. And that is why the father promised, if you go, and I've warned you not to go, I will curse you, and you will be like the maybe the daughter-in-law who is now on the seat. So they never did anything, because they respected what their father did, because they had seen what had happened. So there was no way out. They could go and rescue Mura Senso. So that is why they left Mura Senso to grow until the day maybe he will be mature and know where he's come from. And that is how they left it. So all this time, Coera was not in Mura Senso's life. He never tried even to go to school to check on him, despite the curses which they were warned or maybe threatened with. This is your son. You heard your father. You obeyed your father, and you left your son to be mistreated. You would have gone. People risk their life for their children. Coera Senior. People risk their lives for their children. Your child, you people can accept to be deleted just to rescue their children. How many times we see when houses catch fire, you see a father, you see a mother going there without even hesitating. But you feared the curse, and here you are now. That one, during that time you feared, but now you are mourning now, you are weeping now because you want your son back. But you left your son in fire, burning. I see, because you respected your father. You never went for your son. You never went to that fire with your son, because you would have gone there. You would have said, "So be it, my father. If you are cursing me just for the sake of my son, I'm going to get my son." That is what a parent do to their parents do to their children. According to me, he didn't do the right thing. Okay, he feared the curse. So now, like I always say, ukiyavulia maji nguo ni lazima uoge. Even you remove clothes where there is what you have to take bath or shower. So now he is showering as we speak. He's bathing. This is now the result of his cowardness, or maybe of listening to the father without going to rescue his son.
On daddy and your mom. I had said I was blocked by my father. He said the time will come when you will be big and you will be reasoning. Because, you see, when the follow-up was being made so that you could be brought back home, my family and your mother's family were all concerned. Even your grandfather followed. He loved me so much. Go, you are now a grown-up. It is bad to pretend. I want you to come to the ground and find out what I am telling you.
Okay, one day Mura Senso will come. You've talked enough, because as a father, you've tried to reach out, despite the people who have been coming in between, talking about you, maybe insulting you. You're not the father. You are the father. And Mura Senso have not come out here to dispute that, because it is not something he can dispute. You are the real father. You are the biological father. It's just that you were not there when he was growing, and it is very hard for him. And as a public figure, there are so many things which are brought up here, which makes him also sometimes he doesn't know how to come to you, because you've revealed a lot. That is why I'm saying there are things which you don't need to talk about, because this might push Mura Senso away from you. All these things you are telling people now, you would have kept this until the day you will meet Mura Senso, so that when you are meeting, these are the things you can tell him. But now when you are saying all these things, so Mura will take sides and maybe love the mother or be on the mother's side, because these are the people who have been with him despite the challenges which he got when he was maybe being brought up. Still, they were there in his life, and you were not. And not that you were not in this world, you were there and you were working. Instead, you went ahead, married two wives, had children, which you educated, and you never bothered to go to Mura Senso School and check on the things he wanted. Okay, now you are saying, okay, because the video is long, they're just the parts which I'm going to put. I cannot put everything. It's bragging of having like 8 degrees or the ninth one. So this has nothing to do with Mura Senso, because Mura Senso suffered. So if you are telling him about the degrees which your children had, that has nothing to do with him. Hmm? So let's see part or two, then we move to Gintu. We see what Gintu is saying, and then we just call it a day.
Even I tried until when even the policemen came to look for me. My son, it was hard. Let me surely pray that the wife you have married will never turn against you. Once a woman turns against you, you can do nothing, even as you have your son Maisha. If your wife turns against you, and as you grew, I believe she was poisoning you by telling you bad things about me. And that is why, okay, I said, okay, I want to prove if it is me who is wrong.
Coera Senior, as a father, is trying to tell Mura Senso that, like him now, is married to Rosio mom. If the wife turns against you, there's nothing you can do about it. So he's now trying to educate the son. It is not that he wanted to be without the son, or he wanted the son to be raised with someone else's. It was circumstances which he could not maybe go against or do something about. But to me, I still have a problem with him. Still, he would have done better. I think by now, Mura Senso, as a grown up, because he's not a child, he should come out and meet the father. Just once, the father does not want him maybe to do what? He has his life, he has his children, but he wants him also to recognize him as a father. And it is also high time Coera Senior also should also accept if Mura Senso is not maybe accepting or recognizing him. Let him live his life. What can he do now? He has reached out many times. He has talked to Mura Senso. Mura is doing nothing about it. Coera is hurt. Coera is feeling down. This is a cry of a father. This is a cry of a parent. Many people might think Coera is joking. This is serious. He feels bad when the son is feeling bad. You see Mura Senso, you see someone who is not okay because he surrounds himself with the people who does not help him at all. And that is why Coera is talking about these people should let Mura Senso be. Mura Senso is not a kissy. As the video goes on, he's talking about Mura Senso is a Korean. So he would not love the camps which are in Korea to turn against their own. You see, he's trying to immediate. And I think this immediation, he should wait for the sun. This time the sun is coming from Argentina. Let him organize. Let him not wait for the sun. He can just go there. Let him risk this time. Go to the villa. Knock the door, Coera Senior. See if the sun will chase you away. Go and see your son. He's your son. Because I don't think there's anybody who can push Coera away if he goes there to see his son, so that they can sit down, they talk once and for all, so that Coera Senior can have peace. You see someone who is disturbed, it doesn't matter whether he is making content out of it, but he still feel like a father. Like this video, it was an emotional video for Coera Senior. So that is all I'm going to talk about Coera Senior, because I cannot use all his video. Let's go to Gintu and hear what Gintu is trying to talk about the dogs, because Gintu also wept because some of his dogs went missing without a trace. And these are the dogs which we've been seeing with Gintu, the way he's trained them, the way they jump, jump, jump. I also felt bad if Gintu came out and said, now people are following him. The other video, people followed him to the fish pond. The dogs are missing. It's like now someone who is very close to him is also working with these people. Gintu's dogs are missing. Let's hear what Gintu is saying, because if it goes like this, it's not going to be okay. If people drop this, let people just live well as we've been living before. These things which people are creating to bring chaos for no reason. If you love someone, if you support someone, just support them. Support them with peacefully. Watch their videos. If you want maybe to super slap them, super chat them, super thank them. That is the kind of love we want here on the YouTube street, not love of maybe you just want to fight people physically or delete them. Then after that, what will you get?
There is insecurity, and I think about this kind of the people, they want to destroy me completely. And to the real fact is, I won't let this kind of the things to happen, because everybody is doing his own work. Everybody is doing his own content. Something that it's now becoming so stupid at the same time, because how can a person now go forward and think about going to become even destroying me? Now I think about much of the people are still coming at my home here to make sure that they're going to be discovering the security, the everything that's already about. Guys, I want to be starting up the talk about the perimeter wall very fast as possible, because now where we are heading, it seems that
So Gintu is talking about the insecurity which is surrounding there. And you heard him talking about now. It is about time everybody do their work. Because if it is content, let everyone do their content. Because this content has brought so many things. It's like now, people are now trying to make camps. Me, I'm on this side, I'm on this side, I'm on this side. Just because of content. Instead of doing healthy competition, now it is becoming dirty. So Gintu is trying to talk about now insecurities, and is thinking of maybe making a wall, because now he doesn't trust anybody. He doesn't trust anybody because you heard this the few months now, from last month up to now, Gintu has been on the run. Many things have happened in Gintu's life. So now, even as we speak, I think things are still not okay on his side. So let's continue.
Much of the people want to destroy me completely. And even the same way they're talking about they want to be deleting me, it's something which is now getting to the brain very fantastic, because some of the people might be talking out of anger and talking about I'm going to be deleting you, or I'm going to be shoot this kind of a person. It might be taken as a slow thing. But to the point that it has reached today, it seems that now
He's talking about how people, sometimes people might just say, oh, me, I will delete you, and then people don't take it seriously. But at the time, maybe you are taking it lightly. That is now when that thing occurs. So he doesn't want to joke with his life, and he want to mount up his security. That is what he's trying to talk about, because he has had this issue of people wanting to delete him, and that one makes his life to be difficult, because now he has to watch out where he's going, what he does. That is why he's thinking of putting that security wall, or maybe other things, maybe other measures. You want to take other measures.
See now, if they have come and even they have, imagine my dogs. No problem.
Into he's shedding tears, because you know how he loves his dogs. And someone comes, maybe somebody just went there and went with the dogs, so he doesn't know where his dogs are. That makes him to be emotional. Anybody would, because this is now serious.
There is insecurity, and I think about this kind of the people, they want to destroy me completely. And to the real fact is, I won't let this kind of the things to happen, because everybody is doing his own work. Everybody is doing his own content.
So this village needs some, maybe like elders like Coera. They should sit down. Coera also should not fear Condad. He can just make a meeting or go to the chief and let them sit down, so that they can solve this issue and once for all. So that whoever is making their content, to make in peace without fearing anybody, and without these things which have started to be. Imagine now dogs disappearing, and you heard or you saw those who are near, or according to the videos which we've watched, we've seen Gintu's life has been in danger as we speak. So anyway, I would just wish them well, do contents well, because I don't see the reason why people would just be following each other like this. For what? For what? You people, you should calm down. This is YouTube. Do your things. Out here, people are doing YouTube. It's not about Nyabo answer only. The world is on YouTube. It is the new trend. And then people are making it to be personal. Why are you personalizing this thing? Let people work, let people do their things, and let people live well, peacefully. And you need to know Jesus also. If things goes worse, just go kneel down and pray. Nothing can just maybe be impossible to God. Be prayerful, people, in this seat, because even the devils are here, out here on this seat. You might think you are talking to a human being, and they are not. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. See you again in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video, and give me as many likes as possible. Thank you, and God with you as always. Bye. See you again. Bye-bye.